prime my face. I'm using the Bobbi Brown primer because I really like it. It's very minty. I'm going to take Kat Von D Lock It foundation, and I'm going to take my Sigma F80. I'm going to start in the middle of my face and work my way out. And I'm just going to push this foundation into my skin, not really rubbing it. Then I'm going to take a really wet beauty blender, and this is just going to keep everything from being cakey and get all those fine lines and smudges out. Then I'm going to take my concealer. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I love this concealer because it just really hides all the blues that I have underneath my skin really well, and it's like brightens it like nobody's business. I just really love it. It's really, you don't need a lot, and you get a lot for your money. So then I'm just going to take my dry beauty blender. I'm just going to push that into my skin underneath. If you notice, I'm getting really close to my wing and cleaning it up, so I like to use my concealer to clean up my wing as well, just to make it nice and sharp. Then I'm just going to even out the rest of my face, and I'm going to put some down my nose, in the middle of my forehead, and that is just going to basically lock your eyes when people look at you to the middle of your face, and it's going to make your face look a little more slimmer. I'm also putting it underneath my cheeks where you see, because that's just going to like heighten your cheeks a little bit. It's going to give you a little baby facelift. And again, I'm using a dry beauty blender, and I'm just pushing it all into my skin, and it looks really cakey and weird right now, and I promise you, trust the process. It's going to look amazing when it's all done. So again, I'm just pushing it all in and just making sure everything is blended. Then I'm going to take some translucent powder. You could use whatever you want. And I'm just going to push this underneath my eyes. And I'm going to put that everywhere where you see that I used concealer. And that's just going to help lock it in and keep it nice and bright. Then I'm going to take the Fit Me powder, and I'm just going to wipe everything away with this. I'm just going to go over all my work that I just did with this powder. It kind of doesn't have too much of a color, so it's just going to basically make everything fade together so you don't have like any crazy lines where, you know, where you put your translucent color, where you put your concealer, just makes everything's going to like fade nicely. So then I'm going to take this NYX concealer, and I'm going to use the gray color, and I'm going to go right over my cheekbone, and I'm basically going to start from the inner ear, and like as I come out, you want to use a lighter hand, and this is going to give you a nice shadowy fade, almost like the way the lighting is. It's going to look really good. Then you're going to take whatever bronzer you want, and you're just going to pull that bronzer up, and as you pull that bronzer up, that's just going to give you a little bit of a cheekbone lift, and it's just going to make you look like you lost some weight in your face, and I just love doing that. Then I'm just going to bronze up the rest of my face, and I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead, as you can see, depending on what type of forehead you have. Mine's like a little bit smaller. You don't want to go too crazy. Then I'm going to bring it underneath my neck, into my ears, down like into my chest area, just so everything's like nice and even and fade. I'm going to get that double chin that I got going on. And then I'm just going to bring a little bit into my nose. I'm not doing a nose contour, but I'm just like warming it all up. Then I'm taking Baby Love by Too Faced, which is like the best blush color in the whole world, especially for summer, because if you have a little bit of darker skin, it just gives you a little bit of color to your cheeks without looking like you're an 80s queen. So I hope you guys like this look, and if you do, please subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye.